On this, our thinking day, when we should have been at St Michael le Belfry in York for a service postponed from our usual Advent date, I bring you a thinking day message. I ask you all to think of those near and far who are suffering at this time from loss, illness, hardship, or loneliness. In these sad times, we must move forward with hope for the future. Without hope, we cannot imagine how to solve the problem or imagine how we can deal with a situation, or even to dream of a someday. Perhaps that's what we're losing as we get older, as our some days become harder to achieve. Without a someday, we are trapped. We cannot imagine a future. We lose the belief in ourselves and hope for the future.
Hello everyone, I hope that you're all keeping safe and well. I'm going to read you a poem by C.S. Lewis entitled Hoping for Something More. At present we are on the outside, the wrong side of the door. We discern the freshness and purity of morning, but they do not make us fresh and pure. We cannot mingle with the pleasures we see, but all the pages of the New Testament are rustling with the rumour that it will not always be so. Someday, God willing, we shall get in. We will put on glory, that greater glory of which nature is only the first sketch.
Always look on the bright side of life. Monty Python's take on keeping things in proportion still makes me smile in these days when brightness seems in slightly short supply. It's not as if we've been panic buying either. More, it's a prevailing fog has crept over the world in the past 15 months or so, and it's dense, grey, and pretty unremitting. If we could go out, if indeed, and we could track down brightness, there would be a stampede. Imagine that, queuing round the block, socially distanced of course, for a glimpse of something that does more than raise a smile, something that produces a deep-down sense of joy and delight, and a feeling that while the best is yet to come, this moment now is pretty good. St. Paul wrote about hope to the long-suffering Christians in Rome. We know, he said, that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit, who has been given to us. Some of them were probably muttering, "So what?" But others will have recognized the truth in what he said, God's horizons being rather broader than ours. And if we think back over our lives and the things that have made us resilient, able to bounce back, or pause and take a longer view, it's those things that help us to spot signs of hope, moments of grace and beauty, glimpses of something better in dark and difficult times. I've been thinking quite a bit about what it is that keeps me hopeful, and it seems to me that Guiding's emphasis on doing your best, a good turn every day, challenge, teamwork and fun has helped me a lot over the years, encouraging me to be resilient, to bounce back, and to be resourceful, making the best of what I have, rather than fretting over what I don't or can't have. I found this story about a coal mouse, which I think is a bird, and a wild dove, and snow, encouraging. Tell me the weight of a snowflake, a coal mouse asked a wild dove. Nothing more than nothing, was the answer. In that case, I must tell you a marvellous story, the coal mouse said. I sat on a branch of a fir close to its trunk when it began to snow. Not heavily, not in a giant blizzard, no, just like in a dream, without any violence. Since I didn't have anything better to do, I counted the snowflakes settling on the twigs and needles of my branch. Their number was exactly 3,741,952. When the next snowflake dropped onto the branch, nothing more than nothing, as you say, the branch broke off. Having said that, the coal mouse flew away. The dove, since Noah's time and authority on the matter, thought about the story for a while and finally said to herself, perhaps there is only one person's voice lacking for peace to come about in the world. We all have something to do, something to love, and something to hope for, and we all make a difference. I wish you the peace that is the gift of hope, now and all the days of your life.
I think the message from us all is stay positive and keep believing better things are ahead.